Hey, what's up you guys? This is Symbio with T3 Gaming for the final Star Wars Destiny match of our small tournament that we did at Chico Magic in Chico, California. We just did the this tournament after the rules errata, and we have me on the right here playing a Sabine Ezra deck with a Moisture Farm, and we have Kai over on the left playing his Jyn Erso Rey deck from Awakenings with the Maz's Castle. We were both 3-1, I think. No, I guess we were both. Yeah, we were both 3-0 actually. It was a really fun tournament. A lot of different decks, which was great. Just so people know that have been watching our videos, we're a really casual group for the most part. None of us, a couple of us maybe play some TTS, but not a lot. So we don't get like tons and tons of practice with these decks. So we definitely have made some mistakes, so we apologize about that. And we're going to try to improve our gameplay for you guys moving forward. And every time we play and learn from our mistakes and get your comments, we can improve our play. Kai and I might try to go to the regionals out here at Outflank Games on December 9th, and so we're going to need to get a lot more practice in if we want to actually try to be competitive. But just so you know, we're pretty casual. We do I love playing competitive decks. We just don't get as much of an opportunity because we have a small group of players here. We don't live in a big city. So, the best way, of course, is to get on TTS and practice all the meta decks there, and you're going to be able to get a lot more play. So here we go. We're going to roll off for initiative here. See how this goes. Looks like Kai won the battlefield, and he's going to go with some shields. He's going to probably put some shields on Jyn here, which is probably smart since you got the 2 dice start. I go ahead and roll out my Ezra, get a resource and a gun. I didn't see what I pulled in there. He drops a Vibro Knife, rolls out Jyn Erso, and gets to discard 3 of my cards. That whole shenanigan there is amazing. Like, she can come out and do 4 damage or discard 4 cards. Gets my Electroshock, my holdout. Now, mill against Sabine Ezra isn't that bad because it actually helps you a little bit get stuff in your discard pile. So I'm going to go ahead and over... right from the discard pile, paying 2 onto Sabine, getting my ambush action. And I did not roll very well that night, and I still did pretty well, which goes to show you how strong Sabine can be. But when she rolls hot, she can be even crazier. So I can go ahead and resolve 4 damage to Rey. Got to get that action cheating off the board. And I also know he plays second chance for Jyn, so I don't really want to waste a lot of damage. He activates Rey, gets some 2 damage, unblockable. Vibro Knife and on her own die. I go ahead and discard Night Sniper to re-roll. And I'm getting 3 Disrupt, a range, and a resource. So he goes and resolves to 2 to Sabine. We're playing pretty fast here. Jyn Erso's actually, if she was just 18, she would be really, really good. She's still good, being able to reduce the cost of first event and play. He goes in friends and low places me, sees I got a second chance. This is the first game I actually got a second chance that early, which usually I don't like, but Sabine can die pretty quick, so it's actually good to have. I got another one. And I got my hidden agenda, stolen cash, which I took out 1 stolen cash because I find it's a little too slow. Maybe that's wrong. And also, just so you guys know, on 2 other games I used running interference quite a bit, but it just kind of depends on the game and how the matchup goes as to whether you're going to use it a lot. And it depends on when you draw it, Sometimes it's better to because it's kind of slow, to save some cards to discard. So I go ahead and write from the discard to get the Night Sniper on the table, get my ambush action, get 2 blanks, but I do get 5 damage, and 6 including Ezra. So it goes ahead and kills Rey. So second turn, dead Rey. Goes to show you how much damage Sabine can burst with that you can't do anything about if you got no shields. And that plus Ezra die really helps. Jin Urso rolls out with some major damage too. 4 damage and a 2 discard. He does have a second chance in his hand. He's got to sound the alarm. And what else do you have in there? Lone operative, or what is that? Can barely see. Oh, he's got a... What is that? Oh, threaten. Oh, yeah, that's a good card. He can play that for 1 cost. So I'm deciding what to do here. He has no money to steal, so it's kind of useless. I need to go for the reroll, but I'm scared he could, you know, burst some more damage. So I go ahead and pay 1 to overwrite the holdout right now. So he's going to do 4 damage. Putting me at 6. Oh, sorry. 4 damage. Yeah, I didn't have any damage on me. Did I? Oh man, I am really sorry. It looks like I accidentally was thinking 4, put 4 damage on myself. I should be at 6 there. So, sorry Kai, I didn't mean to do that. It was a mistake. We were just playing so fast, and I said 4 to myself, and we didn't double check that. So I should be at 6. I discard a reroll. We'll see what happens here to see if it makes any difference. It probably will. He goes and sounds the alarm on my 2 range damage, and I get a blank. So all I have is a 2 blank. I go ahead and claim getting a resource because I want to go first. So mental note, I should be at 6. So I've got the second chance down now early, so I'm not as concerned. I've got a Defiance in my hand. I do have a holdout in my discard. No DL44 in sight right now. I go ahead and roll at Ezra first. Ezra's rolling that gun every single time, which just gives me that 1 extra damage, which is pretty big. Got an unpredictable. Kai's got a threaten in there, but he can't really use it if I do those action sheets. It's tough to play against Sabine, really. There's not a lot you can do about the action sheets. You just kind of have to hope she doesn't roll well. Now, the biggest thing that helps against Sabine is shields. So against like a Qui-Gon deck, Sabine definitely has a much harder time. But being able to disrupt an opponent like Qui-Gon and not letting them put as many upgrades out is very useful. Jin rolls out with a 2 range damage, a disrupt. So Defiance really isn't that useful right now. It did come in handy quite a few times, at least healing 2. So I go ahead and write from my discard for 2. Giving me the ambush, going for the big damage again. I got a 3 on the Night Sniper, +2. A +2 on the holdout's been rolling each time. I will go ahead and resolve that 5 damage, putting Jin at 3. So he's going to go ahead and threaten the... it's the value of the dice, and she gets to do it for free because it's the first event. So either remove it or take damage equal to the value. So I go ahead and remove it. So I should be at 7 now. I play Truce, which gives me ambush, giving me 1 resource. I'm doing that to do Defiance so I can heal myself up here and just give me a reroll to see if I can get a range damage out here. I get a 1. So not too great, but better than nothing for a reroll. He discards Ray's Lightsaber to reroll, gets a discard and a disrupt. Unpredictable the die, getting a resource on Sabine's. I have another action from that because it has ambush. I could claim because it's just a resource or try to go for another reroll here. I think, what do I have in there? A hidden agenda? No, I have an infamous. So I go and discard the holdout, put it in the discard pile there, which is not that smart because you kind of want to, I mean, I eventually I can overwrite it. Ooh, I do get the 3 gun there. Kai doesn't. Does he have any mitigation? No. He discards lone operative, rerolls, gets a nasty roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do 3 to him, putting him at 9. He does 7 damage to me, which would kill me, proc the second chance, and that extra 2 damage would actually probably put me at somewhere around 8 instead of 6. And then he overwrites his to get his second chance. So that 2 damage, it would have made a difference. Would have put us both at like 8 or something, 9. But he has a second chance now. So I really apologize to Kai about that. Sometimes if you play too fast, you definitely make more mistakes. And this is the last match of the game. Kai and I are never happy to play each other in a tournament. I mean, I don't mind playing him, but he usually gets a little feisty having to play his dad, you know. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, Kai's 11. So, and he's been, you know, he played HeroClix, started playing HeroClix when he was on 8 or so. We've been playing Destiny about a year. But he definitely has a good knack for games. He has a better memory than I do, that's for sure. Especially about cards. We just watched Double Blank's podcast on the trivia show, and we were answering questions, and Kai knew all of them, of course, and I probably missed half of them. So it would be cool to have like a Destiny community Jeopardy where we could like compete against each other for fun. So I go ahead and play the holdout from the discard, and I roll 2 gun, 3 disrupt, a 1 ranged on the. So I do 3, which would proc her. I could do 2 to proc the second chance, and then do 1 more. So she'll be at 7. He rolls her out. 2 range damage there. So if I was at 8, and that would put me at 10. But I go ahead and electroshock the 2. He's going to pass. He does have 2 resources. I'm not sure what's in his hand. Confidence. He's got, what is that other one? 2 confidences. Or no, yeah, that is. So now that I got the 2 holdouts on Ezra, I'm not too worried because those are going to redeploy. So I'm thinking if he kills me this round, maybe I shouldn't overwrite at that point. I'm going to go ahead and play Truce to get a resource, and then disrupt all 3 of his resources to get rid of the money in case he has another second chance. I don't want him to be able to play it. He discards, rerolls to get a 2 damage. So, yeah, if I was at 8, it would put me at 10. I go ahead and gain a shield. So again, like these days, gaining a shield, very useful. So I'll take 1 damage. I'll roll out Ezra. I get this special and a +2. Kai's going to claim getting a resource. I discard. No, what am I doing here? Discard the Night Sniper to reroll. Reroll getting a 2 for a resource and the special on Ezra. And I go ahead and steal his resource from the moisture farm, paying 1 to do 5, which would kill Jin Urso. So, you know, Kai was a little like, oh man, you know, I want to go back. I didn't mean to get that resource. I shouldn't have gotten the resource. But really, there's no way for you to know. I mean, you know, if you're... I could have rolled the 1 and gotten 3, which would... Oh, I guess that wouldn't kill her. But still, I needed 4 damage no matter what. I would be at 9 if we had counted the correct damage. So, you know, super close game, but I still had Ezra with the holdout blasters. So even though I messed up on that damage, I do think, you know, it still probably would have went in my favor. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a quick match. I really love Kai's deck, and I think hopefully he'll keep playing it and tweaking and optimizing it. You know, I don't know if it could be meta, but I have seen it do very well. Sabine Ezra is actually a very good deck, and I just need to keep practicing it. I'm probably going to take that to regionals, or possibly a blue hero deck of some, making either Qui-Gon Ahsoka, Qui-Gon Kanan, or maybe even a Luke Rey. So we'll see. All right, you guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on T3 Gaming.